This video was like, what, 11 months ago? It's not 1 year ago, it's good enough. The Hololive CEO that changed VTubing forever. Great. I'm talking about Yago here.
Among the multiple known leaders in the VTuber industry, Motoaki Tanego is without a doubt the most well-known and most beloved figure. When Subaru had mistakenly read his name into Yago, the meme of the depressed idol company CEO suffering of his talents doing exactly everything he doesn't want them to, came to being.
Wait,
A man
I just know this. So Yago was all just a mistake from Subaru? What is his real name?
Motoaki Tanego is without
Motoaki Tanigo. Good.
a doubt the most well-known and most beloved figure.
Uh-huh.
When Subaru had mistakenly read his name into Yago, the meme of the depressed idol company CEO suffering of his talents doing exactly everything he doesn't want them to, came to being. A man named to halan back by the VTuber community years ago that it echoed to the general community and even popularized the trend for other corpo VTubers to also bully their own CEOs. While I have covered the stories of multiple VTubers and groups, I've actually yet to cover the story of a person that was so instrumental to the development of the VTuber industry behind the scenes. And
That
which
was
one is
actually
more deserving to
somehow kind of wholesome. Just talking about like friends like keep messing up his name. Even though he's like a CEO, but they consider friends, right? We all humans.
be covered than the man that started Hololive. So sit the fuck down, let's do some history.
With some Jack Daniels. We love it. Everybody do. Why everyone loves Yago? Because he's
But
lovable.
before we continue, do you know what makes you a stranger to drama and haters? Language learning apps. More specifically, Babbel.
This is a reaction video. Let's just skip the Okay, we're
Motoaki
here.
Tanego, much like everyone else, was once just a regular student. He went to the Faculty of Science and Technology of Keio University, had a
Whew.
part-time job
God
working at
damn.
Sega, and eventually went to work on Imagineer, a game company that worked on games for Sanrio, the owner of well-known IPs like Agretsuko and Hello Kitty. Wait a minute. More specifically,
They have to point that out.
he apparently worked on Sanrio's TimeNet games, which were made for the Nintendo Game Boy Color and were released in 1998. The picture you're seeing here, this is Yago from around 1998. He worked as a game producer for Imagineer from 1997 until 2001, where he would be
Holy
moved
shit.
to another division in the company and become the overseer for a mobile site affiliated with multiple TV stations.
I
and
know this
publishers.
fact, it's just
the manager of the mobile
surface
internet
level.
division, whatever the hell that is. Come 2002 though, he would eventually leave Imagineer and launch the e-commerce branch of a cosmetic company called iStyle until 2005. And in 2006, became a key member of the founding of an advertising company called Interspire. In 2008, he would start up his own company called 30 Minute Inc., a kind of information service or news company. Yago would run this company until 2014, where he would eventually sell it to another company. All of this is to say that Yago's business feats are no joke. The guy pretty much founded 3 businesses and was always
For a person who is that successful, and I never heard of him until right now, his life is interesting.
somehow a leader or manager of literally every company he worked in. The man is very business-oriented, and his work history shows that he had a penchant and interest in anything related to tech and digital development. Despite his rather disarming and goofy demeanor, the guy is a sharp and intelligent man. However, come 2016, Yago would start another company that would focus more on VR development. This would be known as CoverCorp. And sometime later in 2017,
CoverCorp?
a historical day for
My voice
CoverCorp
cracked.
would come.
Good.
As they would eventually release their first product, a game changer for the company itself. And that
Tokinosaur?
product was none other than this shitty ping pong game.
Oh. All reviews is mixed.
Look at those reviews. However,
I
somewhere,
was looking at it.
someone on the dark gloom of Japan, a starry-eyed 16-year-old girl would declare to the world and her friend a dream, a desire burning from deep within. The moment when she and her mother witnessed their first concert in Yokohama Arena as a child, she remembered the lights and the cheers, how her chest pounded and fluttered. She remembered how the emotions swelled within her, and she wanted to shine as brightly as the idols she saw that day. "I wanna be Idoru," Sora said, and her friends said,
Okay.
So A-chan browsed the internet and eventually found CoverCorp, where she would meet our main character Yago and he just accepted his fate, I guess. But this isn't the birth of Hololive, because while Tokinosora came to be in September of 2017, they weren't even a VTuber agency in the coming months. Also, Yago really only cemented his idol niche when he managed to strike a collab with Atre Akihabara, and he seemed to not exactly take VTubing seriously until Sora became popular because of the Christmas miracle. The name Hololive actually came.
You're saying all of these success, like not like just a little bit of success. We're talking literally the world most popular VTuber agency is from an accident? Is from something that the person doesn't really care until become the most popular. That's kind of pretty similar to Spider-Man.
From the VR app that CoverCorp made back in December of 2017, and Sora was supposed to be just its mascot. In this time, Achan wasn't even officially a staff member, she was just a friend that would join Sora's shenanigans. The thing about Hololive and Yago is that he has shown, especially in the darkest and lowest times of his people's careers, that he genuinely cares for the people that work under him, and he wants them to succeed. Miyabi has sang Yago's praises, saying that Yago and Shinove were the biggest driving force as to why they were here in the first place, and why Holostars is still alive despite it being one hell of a massive disaster at launch. Suisei has also said that pretty much anyone can make him do anything.
The fuck, I can't say that is false. I can't say that is wrong. Like, Holostars really is not successful at all, if not like a losing business, like a profit losing business. It's literally just, there's negative profit in Holostars. Like, how the fuck can they do that much project, provide them that much like services and like maintenance of that particular branch, but they still earn pretty much nothing from it? My respect for Yago significantly increased that I know this fact.
People just casually play with the guy on streams and just allows people to make funny content at his expense because he doesn't really care. Despite the memes of how his idol dreams are being crushed because of the yabainess of his talents, Yago is a man that really only wants to see people around him be successful and happy. This was a man that has personally taken care of his peers and genuinely looked after them. It's why many talents always praise Yago, and as a result why we, the audience, would love him in turn. Originally, he even personally vetted the people that would become Hololive members. You can actually feel that he just wants people to be happy. It's why he allows himself to be the Hololive community's biggest punching bag, why he is willing to undergo some dignity-shattering stuff just to keep the community entertained. And he does all of this while keeping that genuine and definitely happy smile. And while I may seem like I'm sucking his fat cock too much and I'm just spewing Hololive propaganda, I truly think he's a rare—
Shut up, no you're not. He's just a lovable character. Not even a character, he's just a lovable guy. That's it. You're not sucking no cock.
—breed of a CEO. The VTuber landscape is ripe with greedy corporate execs and companies that prioritize profits. That's primarily why the backlash of these companies are so fierce. In an industry where we are essentially made to love people playing a kayfabe, companies rarely care about the people and focus mostly on the kayfabe. Yago stands out because not only is he one of the businessmen that genuinely cares about the people while understanding the cold sacrifices one must make to make the business succeed, but he also knows which lines he must not cross. I genuinely think that his reputation and the respect his name commands in the VTuber community is very much deserved. Of course, there are other leaders in the industry that's similar to him, but Yago is his own tier of uniqueness. Still, this video also serves as a warning to never put him above criticism and worship him like people do Elon Musk or something. Ultimately, Yago isn't some super genius or a god amongst men, and while his achievements deserve praise, his leadership is just as responsible for a lot of the bad things that happened in CoverCorp and Hololive as much as the good ones. People have to realize that there may be some things Yago has done, good or bad, that the public does not know. And while we can genuinely say that he seems like a good person, what we cannot say is that he's a perfect CEO or some kind of business Jesus. I'm just saying, man, have a healthy dose of cynicism, because while I enjoy Yago appearing on the shit ton of things that he's in, it's fair to believe that most stuff there are for PR reasons more so than anything. Which isn't necessarily bad, mind you. I just think it's scary to be just as parasocial to the CEO of the company hosting your favorite digital waifus as you are to the waifus themselves. because at a certain point you're going to be sweeping a lot of despicable things under the rug. Yago is not perfect, as he has occasionally made some mistakes, but this was a man that was doing his best despite all of that. Everyone makes mistakes, but not everyone can and would try to fix or rectify them. There is a stereotype in Japan and even in the West that Japanese companies and executives are cold, out of touch, and straight up soulless.
This reaction video is literally just about me listening to this video, because everything I want to say, he said it.
That Japanese businessmen are afraid of change and adopting new technology, of new social norms, that they still stubbornly adhere to old world values. But Yago, as we've seen so far, is not like that. He's a man that puts himself out there more so than any other CEO we've seen in the community, and even beyond. He seems humble, exudes charisma by doing literally anything. It's quite an abnormal thing to see, honestly, since we normally have the picture that CEOs in general are soulless, serious people that stay in their offices all the time and do whatever pretentious bullshit CEOs do. All of this and more are the reasons why everyone loves Yago, why he's looked at as a role model, not just as a meme in the VTuber community or a businessman in the corporate world, but also as a human being in a position of power. That is why hundreds of thousands, nay, millions, will say that Yago is best girl.
Best
Also,
girl.
hear me out. Call me a schizo, but I genuinely believe Watson was the reason why Yago left Imagineer and eventually started Hololive. That bitch is leaving clues for us to find. God damn it, and I'm the only one smart enough to realize it. From causing Coco's entry into Hololive.
I'm pretty sure you're not just the person that realized that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did, but also calling Ame as a bitch, it's a bold move.
From her 1 week breaks always causing new VTuber debuts, from killing Olivia and causing Ollie's existence, from borrowing Crony's watch and forcing her into Hololive, I'm telling you man, Watson is playing all of us like a goddamn fiddle. I have a feeling that she has seen the final yab and went back in time to do something about it, I guess. No one knows what she's doing, but I have a feeling she's gonna...
Sorry, this is not important. This is another video. All right, that I actually learned a lot from this video, particularly about Yago, but also, you know, just knowing like these kind of move and talking about like the CEO of particularly Hololive, specifically Hololive, makes me realize how bad of a company Nichi-san